What's good, everybody? When you in the building, it's good to be back. Happy New Year to y'all. And that means the All-Star game is coming up in the next month because it's on February and we are in January. And with the end first returns coming in a couple of days from now, why not I give you my predictions on who should be in the All-Star starters, alright? So let's get to it quick. You're probably thinking, Winnie, how would you give us your predictions for players who should be in the All-Star or who should be starters? I say, why not we go to the All-Star voting poll and help these players have more votes to become All-Stars and probably become starters. You know what I'm saying? Dap me up. Yes, sir. All right, let's go. That dap me up thing, that was weird. So here is the voting website where you can vote your favorite players to become all-star starters, and the link will be in the description box below to help support your favorite players and all of those types of stuff to make them become all-star players. Alright, so first let's go to the West, and I think number one for the guards is really Steph Curry, who I think should be captain or one of those players who would vote who they want to be in their all-stars teams. And I think he should be one. Steph Curry has been playing so good. He has been one of the players to become in the MVP this season. And others say is their favorite, but others say it's also not their favorite right now. But majority is their favorite to become all-star captain and also maybe MVP of this season. So yes, I have Steph Curry. And now I'll say this one, I didn't get to watch a lot of Jazz games. So I really don't know if Mitchell could be, but I don't think so. Luka, not really. Dame has been playing bad, but so far throughout the past few games, he has been so good. So I think he would be, but I don't think he could be a starter because of his drought in the first early parts of the season. Devin Booker has been consistent lately, but I think he didn't play for like a month or almost a month due to injury and those protocols. So yeah, I really don't know. But for me personally, this would look like bias, but I think he really deserves it. And I'm going for Ja Morant. Ja Morant has been so good for Memphis today, and he has been helping this team every single game, like scoring 30 and 40, leading his team. Like when he heard those critics when they lost after he came back from injury, he took it personally and he averaged like 30 points or almost 25.1 points per game today. But today he beat Brooklyn Nets by like himself, bro. He scored 36 today. So yeah, I have Ja Morant right now. And bro, Ja is really dominating. So I have Ja and Curry to become starters for the West. And now let's go to the front court. I think these are really an automatic. LeBron is really, because like it will be either three players who could be captain. It's either Curry, LeBron, or KD. You can also say Giannis, but we don't know yet. But yes, LeBron will be always in that conversation and he will always be an all-star. Next is, and LeBron could be also arguably one of those top 5 players right now who can go for MVP. I have him in my top 5 for MVPs as of now. But yeah, LeBron is LeBron. You know what I'm saying? 37, LeBron still doing great things. Better than other players right now. You know that's a king, right? Yeah. So next, let's go to another player whom I think could become back-to-back MVP. And that's Nikola Jokic. Jokic has been so good throughout the season. I didn't get to watch yet a lot of Denver games, but I get to watch some. And he has been so good. Like his impact for that Denver Nuggets team without Jamal Murray and without Michael Porter Jr. has been good, and he helped his team I think to the 6th seed right now, which is really what like Jokic has been so good. He's been leading in all like advanced stats and all of those types of stuff, and like he could really also win MVP right now. So yes, I have him to become a starter as well. And for the other forward, this is kind of tough because I haven't get to see Paul George play as well that much yet this season, but with him playing, he has been so good. It's like a low-key MVP type season, but he didn't get too much see because of the people didn't get to watch a lot of Clippers games because there's no Kawhi. So yeah, Paul George could be, Towns could be, but let's see. DeAndre Ayton could be in conversation as well, but I really don't think he would be a starter. It would be great to see Melo, but you know what I'm saying. Mikael Bridges, if you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know. But I think yeah, I'll go with Paul George as well. AD no, AD no. Nah, those are my West starters. Okay, it's decent because they have been playing so good this season, and I think that's a good starting lineup for the West, and I think that's my prediction for the West. But we will see. We will still see, cause like you know, Towns could be in conversation, but it's really I think it's really Paul George. So next, let's go to the East. And first things first, if this guy ain't gonna be in the starters, bro, I don't know because I want him to be in the starters, and that's DeMar DeRozan. Hey yo, hold on for a minute. Did you all realize that DeMar DeRozan is in the guard position, and he hasn't even been playing guard this season because he has been always playing forward? Like, does that mean that the NBA also wants him to be an all-star starter? Leave it down in the comment section down below if you think so, alright? And also, yeah, subscribe. King of the fourth quarter. He owns that nickname now, and he has been so good for Jazz. Like a back-to-back buzzer beaters. That was great. His impact for the Chicago Bulls every fourth quarter has been so good. And it's really fun to watch Chicago. And I'm happy for Bulls fans right now because they have been bad. I mean, down bad for the past few years. And now they're having a great season so far. You know what I'm saying? He's playing so good and like so good right now. DeMar DeRozan should be a starter. And I'm saying that one. And Zach LaVine, you know this guy here right here? Zach LaVine should be on All-Star as well. But I think DeMar DeRozan's partner to be a starter is none other than Trae Young. Trae Young has been low-key having a great season because no one I think is watching Atlanta Hawks as of now. I'm sorry Hawks fans, but a lot of viewers didn't get to watch Atlanta Hawks games. I don't know why, but like I think that's just the reason why, because of the COVID protocols and things. But Trae Young has been so good consistently. I think he has the most 30 points this season so far, and I think it's around 15 or 16 games. I think he dropped 56 today, even though they lost. He dropped 56 today. Trae Young has been a good impact to the Atlanta Hawks, and even though they are down right now, like they're I think the 10th or 11th seed, I think Trae Young could be. I think Trae Young still could be a starter, but if not, I'm giving it to the Bulls duo, bro. I'm giving it to the Bulls duo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's either both of them. But yes, I still have Trae Young because Trae Young's impact is still good. Yes, Trae Young and DeMar DeRozan is my starters for the backup of the East. And that's good. That's a good thing. It's happy to see DeMar right there. Next, let's go to the front court. The front court is easiest in the East. The West was a bit tough, but East it's so easy. Because first things first, I think it's already here. It's like these three is already automatic. First is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, you know, it's either right now in the conversation it's him and KD, him, Curry, and Jokic for fighting MVP. But also this guy could be because KD has been carrying this team. Brooklyn is still having a tough time. James Harden is already adapting a bit, so it's a bit good. He could be like an all-star as well. But you know, KD has been that guy. KD has been closing out games. KD has been doing it all in defense as well. Like KD is KD. There's nothing else to say. KD is KD. Next is Giannis. Giannis really MVP type season again this season. Like you see that stats 28, 6 and 11. That's Giannis, bro. Giannis dominating in and out. Still one of the best two-way players. I think this is the best two-way player this season. Giannis is just Giannis. Yeah, no, nothing else. Lastly, Joel Embiid. Sixers didn't have Ben Simmons, or still looking for trades to trade Ben Simmons. You gotta trade Ben Simmons. I'm a Philly fan, but you gotta trade Ben Simmons. I'm still a Ben Simmons fan, but you know you gotta trade him. He has been so good offensively and defensively, helping this team win games that they should have won. They beat Brooklyn a couple of nights ago, and that was a good game. Joel Embiid dominated that game. He helped playmakes for other players as well. So like you see Tyrese Maxey blowing up, you see Shake Milton blowing up, you see Jervis Niang blowing up in a couple of nights ago. You know what I'm saying? Like he is one of those key players who should really be an all-star starter. And yo, his impact on this game, his impact on the team, is really shows that he should be an all-star. And he's still carrying his team into like the 5th, 6th seed right now. And you know, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, you know Joel, he's so fun. I think this is my starters. For now, I have my first time All-Star in Ja Morant. That's not biased. That looks like kind of biased. But yeah, I have Ja right there. Trae Young is a possibility, but let's check on other players who could be. Lavine could be, but I don't think they will put two Bulls players to be the starters. Jaylen Brown had a good game. Yes, Jaylen Brown had a good game. Bradley Beal as well. A conversation could be LaMelo Ball, but I don't think he could be a starter yet. It's still too early for LaMelo to become an all-star, but he could be an all-star in the next coming years. So it's really, yeah, I think I gotta go with Trae Young. The only problem with Trae Young is that a lot of people don't watch him, so it's gonna be tough. Okay? But I think if it wouldn't be like that, it's got to be Bradley Beal. Yeah, I think it's got to be Bradley Beal. Because if you remember, early in the season, Washington was shocking everybody. Like, they were the 1 seed one time. And Bradley Beal was helping that team. Even also Kyle Kuzma. They are good players. But yeah, I think it's either Trae Young or either Bradley Beal who could be a starter. I can also say Jaylen Brown and James Harden because of their, their presence in the fan voting. But yeah, I think it's either Trae Young or Bradley Beal. But I gotta go with Trae Young. Trae Young has having a good season this year. And yeah, I have Trae Young right now. So yeah, I think that's my all-star starters for this season. If you disagree with me, you can leave it down in the comments down below. Alright? And for my captains, I will have Steph Curry and Kevin Durant becoming captains this season. So it will be interesting to see as they are former players, but it will be also fun as well. Right? And those are my predictions. Right? I know you're going to disagree with me, but if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment on who should be the starters for this season. Right? I'll see you all soon.